To New York City now, where Luigi Mangione is back in court for day 6 of a crucial evidence hearing. Lawyers for the man accused of gunning down UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson want to keep some key pieces of evidence out of his upcoming murder trial. Now, the defense team argues items found in Mangione's backpack were uncovered without a search warrant, including a pistol, silencer, and a notebook. But prosecutors say the search was legal. Let's bring in CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman live from outside that courthouse in downtown Manhattan. Katrina, today the defense team took issue with the recent release of a video showing the shooting of Brian Thompson. What do we hear about that?
So the defense made a statement in court today, and specifically what they take issue with is that the prosecution didn't just release this short piece of footage where you can see Brian Thompson being shot. They released almost 2.5 hours of CCTV footage. Now, we had not seen all of that in court. The defense points this out. They say that this wasn't brought up with any witnesses on the stand. They didn't know that this entire thing was going to be released. In it, you see the shooting of Brian Thompson. You see it being responded to, him being loaded into an ambulance. They believe that all of this is prejudicial to Luigi Mangione. They say that it's very unusual for it to be released. The whole point of the suppression hearing that we've been in is that they don't want certain evidence to go before a jury. So for them to have so much coming out in the public in a way sort of defeats the purpose of why we're here.
And Katrina, there was a witness that took the stand today. What did they say?
We've heard from 2 witnesses today. One was Lieutenant William Henley. Sorry, it's very windy here today. And he was the highest ranking officer on the scene that day. And then we've also heard from another supervisor, Sergeant Burns. I'd say the most interesting thing to come out today is it is the first time that we heard 911 calls. And these were between Lieutenant Hanley and 911 operators in New York. He realized when he heard that the New York shooter might be at that McDonald's that he needed to get in touch with the NYPD. The best way that he could figure out to do that was to just call the 911 operator. He explained to her that they thought they had that shooter, gave her some details. At the time, the identifying information that was on the New Jersey ID Mangione first handed over, Mark Rosario. She said someone would call him back. Later on, he still had not heard from the NYPD, but at that point, they had decided to take Mangione into custody based on the fake ID that he had turned over. So he called again, explained to another 911 operator that they believed they had the New York shooter the NYPD had been looking for, gave more identifying information, and that was really how the liaison began between the Altoona police and the NYPD, it appears.
Katrina Kaufman, thank you so much.